Ladies and gentlemen, gather close and open your hearts and minds, for what I am about to share is not merely a lesson, it is a revelation. Life, this magnificent adventure, this dazzling stage upon which we perform, is nothing less than a divine game. Yes, a game. But one played not by chance or luck, but by laws, invisible yet unbreakable, laws that govern every breath we take, every step we make. Imagine, if you will, that you hold in your hands the ultimate controller of this game. What is it? It is your thoughts, your words, your beliefs. These are the mighty forces that shape your reality. Like a master artist with a brush, your mind paints the landscape of your life. Speak boldly and declare with conviction what you desire, for the universe listens not to your doubts but to your faith. It answers the call of your words with a symphony of miracles. But beware, for fear is the shadow that seeks to blind you. Fear whispers that you are powerless, that you cannot succeed. Yet, I say to you, cast off these shackles. Trust in the divine wisdom that flows through every fiber of your being. See yourself already triumphant, already blessed, already living the life you dream of. Hold that vision steady and unwavering, and watch as the universe conspires to bring it forth. Do not forget the sacred power of forgiveness. Harbor no grudges. Carry no bitterness. Forgiveness is the key that unlocks the chains binding your spirit. And with a heart full of gratitude, you summon even greater blessings. Gratitude is the magnetic force that attracts prosperity, health, and joy into your life. When you give thanks, you declare to the cosmos that you are ready for more. So rise now. Play this game with courage, with faith, with joy. Know that the power to shape your destiny is yours and yours alone. Step boldly into the light, for the game of life is yours to win. There is an extraordinary power residing within each of us, a power so potent and transformative that it shapes every corner of our existence. That power is our thoughts and words. Though invisible to the eye, they are the architects of our reality. The world you see around you is, in fact, a reflection of the thoughts you entertain and the words you speak. This is no mere poetic fancy. It is a universal truth woven into the fabric of life itself. When you think, you are sending out waves of energy that ripple through the unseen realms, creating patterns that ultimately manifest in the physical world. Your words are the audible commands that give form and substance to those patterns. Imagine your mind as a fertile garden. What you plant in it will grow. If you sow seeds of fear, doubt, and limitation, you will harvest obstacles, setbacks, and failures. If you plant seeds of faith, courage, and positivity, the fruits will be success, happiness, and abundance. It is not enough to hope for good things to happen. You must actively shape your mental landscape by choosing your thoughts with intention. Negative thoughts are like weeds that choke the life out of your dreams. They must be uprooted and replaced with affirmations that uplift and inspire. Your spoken words hold equal power. They are not simply sounds but declarations that summon your inner forces into action. When you speak with certainty and conviction, you are making a pact with the universe. You are telling it what you expect to see unfold in your life. This is why it is crucial to guard your language carefully. Words of self-doubt, complaint, or fear invite more of the same. Words of confidence, gratitude, and faith open the doors to new opportunities and blessings. Speak as if your dreams are already a reality, and the invisible forces will align to make it so. It is important to understand that this creative process is continuous and dynamic. Every thought you think, every word you utter, sends a signal into the universal mind. These signals gather momentum and form the reality you experience. Therefore, mastery of your inner dialogue and outer speech is mastery over the game of life itself. This is not a mystical ideal. It is a practical, everyday truth that you can harness starting now. You must also realize the tremendous responsibility this power brings. To be aware of your thoughts and words is to recognize that you are constantly shaping your future. This awareness is the first step toward transformation. No longer a passive player in life's game, you become an active creator. When you choose to think positively and speak boldly, you invite the invisible world to work in your favor. Your mind becomes a magnet for success, and your words become the keys that unlock hidden doors. In times of challenge, this principle holds even greater importance. When the storm rages, and the shadows of doubt creep in, it is your thoughts and words that will either sink you or lift you higher. Remember, no circumstance is permanent, and no fate is sealed. By controlling your internal dialogue and declaring unwavering faith, you steer the course of your life toward triumph. So, embrace the truth that your thoughts and words are the powerful tools you wield to shape your destiny. Use them wisely. Speak with authority, think with clarity, and watch as your life transforms from a series of random events into a magnificent masterpiece of your own making. Faith is not simply a passive hope or wishful thinking. It is a dynamic, creative force that moves the invisible energies of the universe into motion. It is the firm conviction that what you desire is already yours, even before you see any physical evidence. When you hold faith in your heart, you are aligning yourself with the infinite power that governs all creation. This alignment activates a magnetic current that draws your desires from the unseen realm into the realm of form. Faith is the key that unlocks the door between the intangible and the tangible, the spiritual and the material. Without it, your dreams remain mere shadows, elusive and distant. With it, they become inevitable realities. To truly harness faith is to visualize your desires with clarity and intensity. Visualization is the act of creating a mental image so vivid and real that it stirs the emotions and convinces your subconscious mind that the desired outcome has already been achieved. When you see yourself living your dreams, experiencing success, joy, or health, you set a powerful vibration into motion. Your mind and heart send out a signal to the universe, which responds by arranging circumstances, opportunities, and resources to bring that vision into existence. Visualization is more than daydreaming. It is a purposeful practice rooted in belief and expectation. It requires you to engage all your senses. See the colors, hear the sounds, feel the emotions associated with your fulfilled desire. This deep sensory experience impresses upon your subconscious mind a truth so strong that it cannot help but manifest in your outer world. The subconscious mind, which controls much of our daily life, does not distinguish between what is imagined vividly and what is real. Therefore, by rehearsing success in your mind, you prepare yourself to receive it. Faith and visualization work hand in hand. Faith sustains your belief when doubts or obstacles arise, while visualization keeps your focus sharp and your energy directed. Together, they create a powerful synergy that propels your desires forward with unstoppable momentum. When you nurture faith and practice visualization consistently, you develop an unwavering certainty that what you want is already on its way. It is crucial to understand that manifestation is not about passive waiting or wishful hoping. It is an active, ongoing process that requires your full participation. You must maintain your faith through every challenge, reaffirming your belief in the face of uncertainty. You must visualize daily, keeping your vision alive and vibrant in your mind's eye. This disciplined commitment signals to the universe that you are serious and ready to receive. Doubt and fear are the greatest enemies of manifestation. They weaken your faith and blur your vision, sending conflicting messages that disrupt the flow of creative energy. Therefore, cultivating unwavering faith is also about letting go of negativity and replacing it with positive affirmations and confident expectations. This mental and emotional clarity clears the path for your desires to come rushing in. Remember, the universe operates like a mirror, reflecting back to you what you hold in your heart and mind. When you cultivate faith and visualize your desires as already fulfilled, you align yourself with the creative currents of life. You become a magnet for miracles, a channel through which divine possibilities flow effortlessly. In this game of life, faith and visualization are not optional. They are essential. They are the tools that transform dreams into realities and hopes into celebrations. Embrace them fully, practice them daily, and watch as the universe conspires to bring your vision to glorious life. Fear is the most cunning adversary you will face in the game of life. It creeps into your mind like a shadow, whispering doubts and uncertainties, sowing seeds of hesitation and despair. It paralyzes the spirit, dims the light of hope, and erects barriers where there should be bridges. Fear is the invisible chain that binds you to limitation, preventing the flow of good that is your divine right. Yet, fear itself is an illusion, a creation of the mind, not a truth of the heart. The moment you recognize this, you begin to reclaim your power. To release fear is to reclaim the throne of your soul. It means standing firm in the knowing that you are never alone, that a higher intelligence, divine guidance, is always present, always ready to lead you on the path that serves your highest good. This guidance is gentle but persistent, a quiet voice within that never errs. It whispers wisdom in moments of stillness, directs your steps with perfect timing, and opens doors that no human hand could unlock. To embrace this guidance is to surrender your anxieties and trust fully in the unseen forces working on your behalf. Trust is the antidote to fear. When you let go of worry and doubt, you create space for faith to flourish. It is not a blind trust but a deep, knowing confidence born from the understanding that the universe is abundant, intelligent, and benevolent. This trust empowers you to move forward, even when the path is unclear or obstacles arise. It invites you to take bold steps, knowing that you are supported by an unfailing source of wisdom and love. Fear often manifests as a fixation on what might go wrong, but divine guidance encourages you to focus instead on what can go right. It redirects your attention from the shadows of potential failure to the light of infinite possibilities. By aligning yourself with this higher wisdom, you develop a sense of inner peace that no external circumstance can shake. This peace becomes a powerful shield against the storms of doubt and anxiety. Embracing divine guidance does not mean passivity or resignation. It means active participation with an open heart and discerning mind. It calls for listening deeply to your intuition, the subtle promptings that arise within you. These are the messages of your higher self, your connection to universal wisdom. By following these nudges, you navigate life's challenges with grace and clarity, avoiding unnecessary pitfalls and seizing opportunities that lead to growth and fulfillment. Releasing fear also involves forgiveness of yourself and others. Holding on to grudges and regrets feeds the fear that you are trapped in a cycle of pain and limitation. Forgiveness liberates your spirit and clears the energetic blockages that hinder your progress. It opens the channels for divine energy to flow freely through your life, bringing healing and renewal. As you practice releasing fear and embracing divine guidance, you transform from a fearful wanderer into a confident creator. You begin to see setbacks not as defeats but as lessons, detours that enrich your journey. You learn to trust the timing of life and to surrender control while remaining firmly rooted in your purpose. In this sacred dance between surrender and action, fear loses its power. The game of life becomes a joyful exploration where you are guided, protected, and empowered at every turn. When you let go of fear and open yourself to divine guidance, you step into a new reality, one where miracles are not exceptions but everyday occurrences. In the journey of life, few practices are as transformative and liberating as forgiveness and gratitude. These two powerful attitudes have the ability to elevate your consciousness, clear your mind, and open your heart to receive the fullness of life's blessings. Forgiveness is not simply a generous act toward others. It is a sacred gift you give yourself. When you hold on to resentment, anger, or bitterness, you carry a heavy burden that drains your energy and clouds your vision. This weight blocks the natural flow of abundance, joy, and peace. To forgive is to release this weight, to free your spirit from the prison of past hurts, and to make room for new blessings to enter. Forgiveness is often misunderstood as condoning wrong behavior, but it is much more profound than that. It is a conscious decision to no longer be bound by pain or victimhood. When you forgive, you reclaim your power, refusing to let the actions of others dictate your emotional state. This act of releasing grudges breaks the cycle of negativity and transforms your energy from one of contraction to expansion. Forgiveness is a powerful cleansing agent for the soul. It purifies your inner world and restores harmony to your relationships, both with others and yourself. Equally important is the practice of gratitude, the magnetic force that attracts more blessings into your life. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant. It rewires your brain to notice the good, to appreciate the simple gifts that surround you every day. When you cultivate gratitude, you raise your vibration and align yourself with the energy of abundance. This alignment draws more prosperity, health, and happiness to you effortlessly, because like attracts like. Gratitude is not merely saying thank you for what you already have. It is a state of being that permeates your thoughts, feelings, and actions. It transforms your perception of life from scarcity to plenty. Even in challenging times, gratitude helps you find the silver lining, the lesson, or the hidden blessing. This attitude of appreciation becomes a lens through which you view the world, making life richer and more meaningful. Together, forgiveness and gratitude create a powerful synergy that elevates your consciousness and empowers you to live with greater freedom and joy. When you forgive, you open the channels for divine energy to flow without obstruction. When you give thanks, you invite more of that energy into your experience. This combination purifies your mind and heart, allowing you to move forward with clarity, purpose, and peace. Practicing forgiveness and gratitude daily is like tending a sacred garden within you. Each act of forgiveness removes weeds of resentment, and each expression of gratitude plants seeds of joy and abundance. Over time, this garden flourishes, and your life becomes a vibrant reflection of the love and grace you cultivate inside. In the game of life, these practices are not just moral suggestions. They are vital strategies for success. They clear the path for your dreams to manifest and for your spirit to soar. When you forgive freely and give thanks generously, you unlock the gates to a life of profound fulfillment and endless possibility.